It's a good time to win, and they're going to represent. They're going to be part of the 2020 Basketball Africa League that's going to be held in Rwanda. That's a good. I just hope they're ready. You know,
yeah, that's another issue entirely.
Some of the stories you hear about our basketball teams on the continent not really palatable. There was a particular case we had to be pleaded right here for one of the teams to get an opportunity to go and play competition they qualified.
Exactly.
It's really sad, but let me not get into that, but let's just talk about this one. It's good for them to enjoy the moments. I mean, the reward for labor, the reward for hard work, so you know, if it is success, it's very enjoyable. And I guess Rivers Hoopers will enjoy their day in the sun. If you play a final where you're blowing out your opponent, you're blowing out your rival, you could hold your shoulders high, that you're a good side. And they have a lot to look forward to. The inaugural edition of this competition is very good. It's rearranged, it's revamped, a lot of resources going into it.
This has to do with the NBA.
Yeah, their name is on it.
Exactly.
Their name is on it. And
so it is massive.
It's going to be huge, it's going to be massive. And you can trust that some of the other issues that probably affects basketball on the continent will not be there because the NBA is not going to evolve into something that's going to be dodgy or not, you know. So I think it's a good one. But then it brings me back to the issue that, look, now you have won.
They know.
Now you have won. Now you know you're going to be up against the best. You're going to a competition. You're a field that is hugely competitive.
Stacked.
So are you ready?
Yeah.
What's the preparation? I mean, going into that final, I'm very sure the handlers of the team should have known that if we win this, this is the next step. Even you remember here, we talking to one of the teams that came to the studio. Yeah. The incentive for anybody that was participating in that final 8 was to be thinking, I might get this one. That's the first opportunity to get it. So I just hope they're ready. Because as a Nigerian, I will always want a team that's going to give us quality representation.
Yeah, you're spot on. And Rivers Hoopers, they seem to be one of the, the few teams that are well-run when it comes to basketball in the country. So the management, of course, now have to start getting ready for the maiden NBA Basketball Africa League. And I wish them all the best in that competition. They've got some really good players. I mentioned Abdul Yaya earlier, Kichiku Benjamin, a lot of very good basketball players in that side. From basketball now, let's talk about the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers involving the Super Eagles of Nigeria against Lesotho that was played yesterday in Maseru. Nigeria went behind once again in that match. Okay, we're seeing qualifying results from other groups. First of all, let's see. Let me run through these results quickly. When we'll come back, we'll go on a short timeout. Lesotho, Nigeria ended 4-2. Benin Republic defeated Sierra Leone in the same group with Nigeria. That's 1-0, but Nigeria clearly ahead in that group with 6 points. You have Chad losing at home against Mali. You have Guinea 2-0 over Namibia. South Sudan lost at home against Burkina Faso. Uganda defeated Malawi by 2-0. Some very interesting results to talk about. But of course, we'll be focusing on the match involving Nigeria and Lesotho. But we need to take a time out. Let's let you enjoy what went down last week. That was the Channels under 17 track and field classics. It was very interesting races. Let's let you see the 100 meters final for boys and girls, as well as the 200 meters final.
We are back on for the final 100 meters boys final at the Channels Under 17 Athletics Championship 2019. 6 boys are ready to go down blazing, and that's a fierce start from all of the athletes, but trust him, Olaolu is going miles away from the boys. Who is on the second guy is who now? Mohamed Kabiru. I did say it. Mohamed Kabiru will give a fight, but it's Olaolu Olatunde who nicks it, and look at the time, sub 11, 10.93. That's some good timing.
Amazing time from him. I said it at the beginning of the race that I knew or I suspected he was going to win it. The only question was whether he was going to do a sub-11, and he did exactly that. 10.93 out of the blocks in a flash, and the moment he did that, he was unstoppable. No one could catch him.
All right, of course, it's the final A. 13.56 was the time recorded for the final B winner. That's John Stella. Quickly, Damloju will get to probably see a better time this time around.
I expect a better time from this one. Aluwunle Alimat, my money is on her to do this in less than 13 seconds.
Okay, so that's a good challenge coming from Damiloju. That's it. She's on lane number 3, Tindip College, and off we go. She's got a slow start, but trust her to push on, and that's what she's doing. Good fight there coming from Ofor Fate and Ojo Joy. Hey, but Aluwunle Alimat, I mean, as we said, she's going to breeze through the finish line. Brilliant run from Aluwunle Alimat. Ejembi Victoria with second, and Ojo Joy taking the bronze medal. And just like Damilo just said, she's just done this in 12.88 seconds.
All right, we're just about to see the final of the 200 meters girls. That was won by Alimat Aluwunle. And our guest has joined us, Rotimi Akindele, who incidentally was on commentary duties during the Channels on the 70 Track and Field Classics, the second edition. Rotimi, it's great to have you on the show.
Thank you, guys. Good morning.
Of course, there's no way we're going to have in the studio.
Okay,
you're not going to talk about those two guys, the outstanding athletes from the second edition of the competition, Laulu Olatunde and Alimat Aluwunle. What does it feel like, commentating on, boarding stars like that?
It's good to be a part of their story, because in the next 2-3 years or 4-5 years, when they probably have established themselves on track and field events, you probably feel I was part of your success story, especially from the schools. Alimat was Alimat now. She was around last year.
Yes.
She's still in school, so she was back this year. And all of the positives we had about her last year, she has increased on what she should work upon, how she should, start her races, the techniques and all of that. So we saw a better Alimat from what we saw at the first edition. So good for her. And then the new guy, I think has just come to blow everyone away. We were talking about Fatola the last time out. Yeah. This is the new guy. And I was telling the guy, my colleague in the commentary box, that I think you should watch out for him. Looks like he has that mode of, I want to be a star athlete, and everything seems to be working fine. Fortunately for these young ones, we got the AFN looking at them. We got our friends at MOC as well looking at them. Right. So I think with proper harnessing and creating that right ambience, man, we should watch out for these two names in the next 3-5
for
years.
you to say that, man.
Yeah.
You must have been really impressed.
Sure.
Let's get on with the show now. Of course, we're going to be talking a lot more about the Channels on the 17 Track and Field Classics in our subsequent program. Let's talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Went to Maseru, considered an early goal. But like they've done in the past, recently against Benin Republic, they came back strong and ended up winning by 4-2.
Should I say good start to the campaign? For the first time in a long while.
Well, Rotimi, I'm going to have to interrupt you.
No problem.
As you know, news always comes first right here at Channels Television. We're going to take you live to Kogi State, the capital, Lokoja, for the collation of results from the governorship election that just took place in the state. And, of course, that's going to be the end of the show this morning. We'll join up there, and we'll see us again tomorrow.